Yo, what's good? My name is Reginald, aka the Art Star, aka Mr. Ray Fire, and this is Unabashedly Reggie's reaction and analysis to Eminem's most iconic song, Lose Yourself.
Did you capture it? Just let it slip.
His poems back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He chokes. See the thought I caught it between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on her too much for me to lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go.
So, Lose Yourself, Eminem's most iconic song. Produced by Eminem and co-produced by Jeff Bass of the Bass Brothers and Luis Resto. It is the first hip-hop song to ever win an Oscar for Best Original Song inspired by a motion picture. Also, it is Eminem's first #1 single on the Billboard. It charted for 12 weeks straight on the #1 spot. Can you believe this? Now, my reaction to this song, it's fucking amazing. What else can be said? Everyone knows Lose Yourself. Lose Yourself has become the eye of the tiger of the modern era. When they play it at stadium, they play it during sports events, it's Eminem's biggest song. And I think it is, when it comes to writing, it is the best song ever to be #1 on the charts. But let's get into the verse. Let's get into the first verse. The first words are, everybody knows them. His poems are sweaty. But what makes it so great? And I'll always remember in 9th grade, my English teacher actually read that and said, this is poetry. So please share this video for all the Eminem fans, but also all the rap haters who think that rappers are not actual writers and poets, because this will prove them that they are. So let's get on with the first verse. So the way the first verse starts, it's around the rhyming scheme of the sound and the eddy sound. You know, from palm, and sweaty, the eddy sound. So it goes, its palms are sweaty, knees weak. You got knees weak here. Arms are heavy, there's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface, nervous service, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. And then it goes with the O and the ow sound, and it just follows them, right? Boom, boom, boom. Keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's joking how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Blah. Now the next part, when the drum comes in, it's so masterfully written. Why? Because he has a rhyming pattern of O and ity from reality, like in reality, but he lands them on specific beats on the drum. So the O sound is on the first and the third beat, whereas the reality, gravity sounds are on the second and fourth beat. So it goes, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is he know. He won't have it. He knows his old backs that he's rope. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to the smoke balloon. That's when it's back to the lab again. Yo, the soul raptured. He better go capture this moment and hope it don't passes him. Can you believe that? So not only he keeps a rhyming pattern, but he makes sure it hits the same beat the whole time. That demands such talent and such discipline and structure. It's amazing. Now the hook, I don't even have to go into the hook, because everyone knows the hook. It's probably Eminem's best hooks. So I'm not even gonna get into that. And the second verse, it's a good verse. If it was just taken out of the song, you would be like, wow, this is a great verse. But when you compare it with the first one and this last one, it's just not as good. But I think the first one takes you on such a high that you need a second verse that will keep you down a little, or else you're just gonna have high, high, high and not get any feelings. So let's get to the last verse. One of Eminem's best verses of all time. Now, I could get into the part that everyone knows, you know, amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my niner. But y'all know that part is great. But the part that I want to highlight that gets overlooked, you know, the part that when he does live, everybody goes crazy. Teeter-totter caught up between being the father and a prima donna, baby mama driving, screaming on it too much for me to want it. But let's slow it down and see why it is amazing. because you hear it so fast. Eminem blitzed through it. But when you slow it down, you realize how amazing it is. The whole part is built around even harder sound, the even harder rhyming pattern. So everything's around that. So when you slow it down, you get to see. And these times are so hard, and it's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus, teeter-totter, caught her between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on her. Too much for me to wanna. So you got even harder, feeding the water, teeter-totter, being a father, prima donna screaming on her. Me to wanna. Yo, dude. That shit is fucking amazing. The whole last verse and the beat changes so it gets more epic and Eminem gets more intense. Oh my God, it's just amazing. And the rest is great too. With the A and the odd sound, you know, stay on spot. Another day of monotony's got me to the point I'm like a snail. I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail. A shot, success is my only motherfucking option. Failure's not, and it continues it with trail is got, Salem's lot, fail me not. This man, oh my God, that last verse is just amazing. So when someone says that hip-hop artists, rappers are not poets, just show them this video. Let them know that there's so much that goes on than just a catchy beat and a flow. Eminem is one of the best when it comes to rhyming. So that's why when it comes to writing, this is the best song ever to hit #1 in the history of life. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave me some suggestions if you want me to go over other Eminem songs or verses or other artists. Until then, this has been Unabashedly Reggie. Thanks, it's been real.